Hi there, this is Bibi Cameron here. Welcome to a new video and Happy New Year. I hope you are having a wonderful time and stay safe. In this video, I'm going to be sharing ideas and inspiration using 5 different Spellbinders club kits released today. But first, let me show you some projects. The sky is the limit, but I'm going to start by making these boxes. And I'm going to use 2 pieces of cardstock that measures 8 inches by 9 inches. And I'm going to trim a 16th of an inch from each border of this piece of cardstock. Now I'm going to score both pieces at 2 inches 3/4 all around the edges, just like I'm doing here, and using the scoring board. And to shape the box, all we have to do is to fold over the scoring lines and trim the corners to create the box flaps. There are several ways to do this. This is a very easy way. I just trim those corners, creating those flaps that are going to allow me to adhere the side panels of the box. And I cut in diagonal the flaps of the box so that the flaps of the box doesn't interfere with the folding, and the shape of the box is going to be very nice and neat. I use double-sided tape to adhere the side panels in place, but you can use liquid adhesive or any adhesive you might have. So as simple as that, you can make boxes in different sizes. This box size will allow you to use slim line die cuts or backgrounds as topper for your boxes, and I wanted to provide extra ideas for you to stretch the use of your supplies. This white piece here is going to be the lid of the box, and I'm going to use this corner punch by Fan Stamper's Journey to create a couple of notches so that I could easily remove the lid from the box base. You will understand that a little bit later when you see what I'm going to be doing. For now, I'm going to add glue here at the bottom of that box lid, and I'm going to adhere a die cut that I have made using the large die of this month by Spellbinders. I'm going to use this punch again to punch out the paper there, and all that is left is to embellish the box. I'm going to be using Create a Bow. This is a 3 pieces die set that will create a beautiful bow, and it's super duper easy to put together. And when you use the large die of the month to die cut a slimline background panel, you will get many little hearts, and I'm going to use one of those die cuts here just to decorate the bow. And I also added to this box a hot foil banner made using the hot foil of this month. You can make this in any color, and this idea will fit different projects you might have. For example, you can also create a band for a jar or different boxes or a candle. The sky is the limit. This is just a very basic idea for you. And here is the large die of the month, or one of the dies in the set. And I'm going to cut a panel here just to show you how easy these die cuts come off the die. And I love using this tool here because these make the work a lot easier. So I just pass this over and I get all the little pieces of the die. And as simple as that, I get different die cuts that I can also use in different projects. When I was die cutting this panel and I was thinking, what I can do with this? I got different heart sizes. And I decided that I wanted to use those large hearts to do something different. I play a little bit with that. I also use some of these dies here. They will create a kaleidoscope. But today we are going to make something different. So I just die cut one piece and I'm going to use that to decorate a three-dimensional embellishment. To create this embellishment, all I have to do is to score a line in the middle or across the middle of the hearts. And once I have that done, I'm going to fold the hearts in half and I'm going to burnish really hard over that scoring line. I need 5 or 4 hearts to do this. And you have seen these for centuries in papercraft. We gather together hearts like in an accordion shape and we create flowers and different things. So I wanted to put in good use that idea to create a super chic accessory for these boxes. It makes a whole difference. And I was thinking this is a little bit too eccentric, but anyways, I'm going to do it. So after you glue together all those hearts as I showed there, I'm going to add liquid adhesive on contact points there, and I'm going to allow that to dry a little bit. And then I'm going to add there that decorative piece there to create that kind of embellishment. This could be an ornament, but I decided to use it as the topper of a gift box. And I also made a slit for that box using one die from the small die of the month, that is this one here. And to make this box, I use the dimensions of this die. And I trim an A4 sheet of cardstock at 8 inches and I leave the whole length of that A4 sheet of cardstock. I score lines every 2 inches 3/4 because that's the width of the die. So I score a line at 2 inches 3/4, at 5 inches and a half, at 8 inches and a quarter, and at 11 inches. And of course, I'm doing this across the larger side of that piece of paper. To create the flaps for this box, we are going to rotate the paper and we are going to score a line at 2 inches from both ends of the paper. Then we are going to trim the flaps of this box and we are going to assemble the box as I always do, cutting diagonal the flaps and then using liquid adhesive or double-sided tape to put the box together. Then you can embellish your boxes using die cuts made using the small die of the month. There are different things that you can do. You can create windows as well on your boxes and you can glue the flaps in different ways or add different toppers to your boxes. And of course, you can use any of these dies for card making or scrapbooking. I just wanted to make boxes because I love 3D. For the next project, I'm going to use the hot foil of the month and I'm going to turn on the hot foil system. While it's heating up, I'm going to get ready a piece of 300 grams smooth cardstock, hot foil and the Glimmer plates over, so that once the machine is hot, all I have to do is to place these on the machine like so. And to do this properly, as you saw there, I use low tack tape to keep the plates in place. I press the timer button and I have to wait for about 1 minute for this to heat up. Then you will see the green light there on. And all I have to do is to run this through the die cutting machine. I'm going to do this very slowly, and then this is done. Foiling is super easy. There is a video in my YouTube channel that explains all the tips for foiling, and I'm going to be linking that video in the video description. I only want to show you briefly the foiled images and sentiments produced by the hot foil this month. I used gold foil here, but for the main projects in this video and in my blog today, I use red hot foil. So they are very beautiful. The sentiments are just stunning, and there is a coordinating die to die cut the hearts and also to die cut the banners. So this is a very comprehensive little Glimmer set for Valentine's, but of course you can use this for many different occasions. And the Glimmer hot foil of this month also includes a small floral and leaves dies that will cut a beautiful flower to create extra embellishments for your projects. Now let me show you the amazing paper grace die of this month that will create a beautiful three-dimensional mailbox. And this die set includes this die here that will cut this solid piece. And when you use these two dies together, you will die cut a folding flap in the front of that piece. And you can also use a small die in the set to die cut a slit on that area there. If you combine these two dies here, you will create a decorative piece that you can adhere to the front panel. And there are a couple of word dies, also an envelope, hearts, and decorative elements for the envelope, like these two dies that will cut a little stamp. So I'm going to put together this envelope here just to show you how to do that. This is easy and quick. All you have to do is to fold and burnish over the scoring lines. And once you have that done, you can use liquid adhesive to keep this in place and to give shape to that little envelope. If you are familiar with Becca Feeken 3D vignettes, you already know how to do this. So all you have to do is to embellish the front of your project, and you are going to need two side panels that are these ones here, and I made them using these two dies here. Then I'm going to trim these flaps in the front panel of the project and in the backing panel. You can add the different decorative elements at any time. I'm going to fold and score over the lines or the scoring lines created by the dies on the side panels of this project. Once I have done this, all I have to do is to insert this main panel into the slits in the side panel and pull down so that it will latch in place and the project is not going to disassemble. There is a couple of dies to die cut strips of paper, but I'm too lazy to do that, so I use the trimmer to trim a lot of little pieces of paper and adhere hearts on them. And all these hearts are die cuts I got left from die cutting all those projects using the large die of the month, so I decided to use them here. But of course this die set includes beautiful hard dies as well. But if you are a club subscriber, you can also use those scraps of paper, play with your supplies, stretch the use of your supplies, and do not waste anything. It's also very important to tell you that you can add or assemble this project in different ways. You will find a correct order for you to do it. I always make things in different ways. I never have the same way to do everything. Something important to tell you is that the white card I'm using there is 300 grams and the red cardstock is 240 grams. I struggle a little bit to pass that white cardstock through the slits of the side panels because it's very thick, but the effort is worth it because the project is going to be very sturdy. And to finish this project, all you have to do is to adhere the front and the backing panel. This is very easy to do because you can fold flat this. And Well, I also added a little heart in the front of this project to be able to keep that folding flag in place. And this is done. Now let me show you 3 super duper easy and quick projects using the card kit of the month. And as always, the kit includes paper, die-cut shapes, stickers, adhesive, a paper pad, and several other products to enjoy paper craft. And in this video, I'm only going to show you the die set, that is this one here. One of the dies in the die set coordinate with the stamps, and I use this and other supplies included in the kit to create 3 cards and 3 different tags. You will be able to see pictures of all the projects with descriptions and supply list. In my blog, the supply list is also in the video description. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel or to visit my blog for more ideas and inspiration. Thank you very much for watching and happy crafting. Bye!